My name is Cameron Smith, and today I'm going to walk you through my 2025 Hobie Pro Angler 14360 XR. Let's get into it. So before I walk you through my kayak, I want to share with you how I fish and why I selected the Hobie Pro Angler. So I primarily fish shallow water. I'm really beating the banks. That's just the type of fishing that I do and I enjoy. So I want to get as many casts as possible when I'm out on the water, whether I'm tournament fishing or I'm just fun fishing. And on top of that, having a platform like the Pro Angler allows me to do that. With the 360 drive and the motor that I'll show you and how I use it, it gets me to my spots quickly and also be able to hit a lot of structure and cover while I'm out on the water. So no matter what type of kayak you use, try to select the kayak that's best for your fishing style. And for me, again, the Pro Angler fits that. The stability, the storage, the platform just in general. I don't really have to explain it too much, but it's the ultimate fishing machine. And there's no doubt about that in my mind. Let me show you this. So what this Pro Angler is sitting on is a 2025 Snake River Lockers trailer. In my opinion, it's one of the best trailers out on the market. Coming all the way from Idaho, made and manufactured here in the United States with Steve Carroll and Jeff Little. In my opinion, this is the best functioning kayak trailer out on the market. It's the best engineered kayak trailer on the market with its rust resistance, rock and roller kits that allow 4 additional points on the hull of the kayak, walking wings that don't rust, the ability to have an extended tongue so you have a lot more better turning radius when you back it up to the water, the ability to have a half rack so you're not hitting your head when you launch the kayak, and you still be able to put your rods out on there in the black pack. Additionally, having Enduro spare tire mount and a full hub assembly on the spare tire. I can go on and on about this trailer. It's the best looking, it's the best engineered kayak trailer. It's one of this overall the best trailers that you can ever get. So this is the 2025 Snake River Lockers kayak trailer. And again, you got to pick a good kayak trailer. It's almost like having a good life jacket. This kayak's going to be sitting on this trailer more than me sitting on the kayak trailer. So this is why it's part of this review and why it's so important to me. All right, guys, so let's start with the bow. So on top of the bow right now, I have my Ego fishing net. I typically have it right here. I just have a small little makeshift YakAttack mount where I have a YakAttack paddle holder here. I keep on my left side since I'm primarily right-handed, so I can quickly grab the net and scoop up those fish. On top of the bow, or at the very tip of the bow, I have some Supernova navigation lights. I really do enjoy these lights. They don't require any twisting, so the wires are very straight inside. And plus, they're much lighter weight than typical navigation lights. Inside the hatch, this is where I store my PFD when it's in transport. Inside, I also have dock line. It's about 10 feet long. Also have just a sponge just in case, and when nature calls, some wipes. But inside, Hobie for the 2025 model year installed or is giving you a computer plate. On that computer plate, I have a FPV power distribution hub. What's nice about that is remote controlled, so you don't have to drill or sticky tape any of your electronics controllers, but that distribution hub allows for 6 ports or 6 unique connections to your electronics on the kayak, 2 of which are always on. And one of those is for powering my action camera and the USB port, but really gives a lot of good power and clean power too to my fish finder. I also have a NEMA 2000 connection inside the kayak. That allows me to connect my Lowrance 0.1, so I have really good clean directions when I'm out in the water. Let's see what else is on the kayak. All right, guys, on the port side of my kayak, I have one of the most important pieces of equipment, which is my paddle. Even though I have a Pro Angler, even though I have a motor, you've got to have a really good paddle. So I have a Bending Branches Angler Pro paddle. I love this thing. I always use it every single time that I go out fishing. And this is why it is always deployed and not in the rear of the kayak. This season I'm running a Lowrance HDS 9 Pro unit. The reason why I switched from an Elite FS9 to an HDS Pro 9 is because of the display. And so I get a lot better images when I'm using this unit. And so far I've enjoyed it. Also I have just a cup holder on this side, but we'll get to the motor in a bit. But let's walk on to the starboard side and show you what's over there. All right, so on the starboard side, I'm gonna sit down for a bit. But on the starboard side, I have a mini bin from Hobie. This allows me to put just, scissors and also my pliers, really quick, easy access. I usually store my catch board here. I just have a Rogue leash on it. The reason why I go with the plastic carbon one is just a lot less noise than a heavy metal one, but I still have both just in case. I have a quad lock phone holder. I usually use that so I can quickly take pictures and images while on the water, but also be able to see time. And then under the seat here, I have a decked 60. This is just a decked box that typically are made for, or not typically, but they are made for the decked system. But I use it for putting all my soft plastics in there. And so I really do enjoy this. It doesn't impede me sitting. And now with the 2025 Hobie Pro Anglers, where the bottom of this is completely flat, I'm able to use this. So definitely do enjoy that. The seat, I know we're walking you through just why I have the things, why I have them, but the kayak cushion's great, but what's even better is really this Pro Angler seat. I have a pinched nerve, but the adjustability that this seat offers, is bar none. It's the main reason, I would say one of the main reasons why I have a Pro Angler. Inside the center hatch, which is another reason why I have this kayak, is the center hatch. So I just store lots of odds and ends like a buff, my gloves, I have a scale, and then also I have, which I'll show you, the FPV distribution hub I was telling you has a remote. So this is the remote control. I just have that on a Zinger. I have my Oklahoma and Texas licenses in there, spare leader and line, and a whole bunch of odds and ends in here. But man, there's obviously options out there if you don't have this on your kayak. But man, it is such a nice to have, where it's clear and out of the way, and water doesn't get in it either. So I love it. So I was also talking to you guys about why this center hatch is so cool. So I can able to take out this, then put my 50 amp hour Newport battery in here. This allows me to control and power all my electronics inside. All right, so let's get to the main thing that you guys want to see, which is the motor, right? So I have my NK300 on this kayak. Again, this is a first I have for the 2025 season. Last year I had a NK180 on a 2023 Pro Angler, and that got me everywhere. It changed the way I fished. But this year, this really did. Not only the 300, which allows me to get to point A to B much faster and also a lot quieter than the 180, but also added foot control steering. So I have the Wizard foot control steering on this kayak. This really allows me to be hands-free. Again, I'm a shallow water guy, and I'm trying to beat the bank or even just structure and cover as much as possible. And this allows me to do that. So it is totally awesome. I have the controller for the NK300 mounted on a Ram ball. It's a B size. I forget the actual size, I think, but I think it's B size. But the reason why I have it, again, on the port side is because I cast right-handed. And so this allows me not to really hit the throttle control, which is pretty sensitive. But also I have it as low as possible. With polarized glasses, it's kind of hard to see the display, and so this is why I have it on a Ram ball, so I have the ability to adjust it towards my face. And so anyway, let's head on a little bit further back in the stern and show you some more. The battery that's powering my Newport Vessels NK300 is a Newport Vessels 40 amp hour battery. I just have that inside my black pack, and I just put a Yak Attack through hole kit on the back with a 50 amp fuse on it to allow me to have some safety out on the water if something goes awry. All right, so kind of starting into stern, I have a boomstick from Yak Attack. This allows me to get those over the head shots for me fishing. And how I power that, let me take the my cup holder off real quick so y'all can see. But new for 2025, and I'll kind of take this paddle off too. But new for 2025 is these H plates. This allows you to basically drill into your kayak into sacrificial plates without the worry of, you need to do any plastic welding. So I have a through-hole port kit for the controller, so it's just a clean install. And then also I have a USB port, it's a 30 watt powered USB port, so it can control the action camera that I use. The action camera mount, the boomstick is just using a Mighty Mount Duo. It's just sit as far back as possible. So I really do love these H plates. There's 5 in the kayak. There's port and starboard size in the front and the rear in the cabin, and there's one in the back, which I'll show you in a bit. So like I was saying, having a good trailer is really important. As you can see, I have the black pack. It's the 16 by 16 with all 6 rods that I carry. I typically carry 6, and the rack is not in the way. And so again, choosing the right trailer is kind of part of this whole process of having the right kayak too. And it's part of the rigging process too. And that was really important to me. But anyway, I have a 16 by 16 black pack in the rear tank weld of the Pro Angler. You can see there I have a Lowrance 0.1 in the rear. The 0.1 is not GPS enabled, it's just a pure heading sensor, so it doesn't matter where you put it. But I put rod delete plates on both sides, which I'll show you what I did with the other side. And I'm able to have a really clean install. I don't have to drill into the kayak where I typically did last time when I had my first Pro Angler. But really clean and elegant look, in my opinion, on where I put that. I thought it was really worth showing you guys my lever system here. So what I did is I took a Hobie pull handle and I put that with a Harken pulley on a Mighty Mount Duo, so it's very clean and flush. I don't have to mount it to, up front or anything like that, but I'm able to put it on the H rail, which I really do like. Plus, this is rubberized, so when I drop it, it doesn't make a lot of noise. I bet you probably didn't hear that, or if you did hear it, you didn't hear it as much. This Harken pulley is really nice because it's very simple to, this is a bad angle, but it's very simple to, put it into the cleat, and when you want to deploy again, it's very easy to snap off. So thanks Christine Fisher for that idea that I saw a couple years ago, and I took it for my own and did that. Did the same exact thing for the reverse line too. So I have the same exact pull cable from Hobie, and again, it's very easy and ergonomic, and again, if you're not looking good, you're not fishing good. All right guys, so I showed you my trailer. I showed you why I placed the things I placed and why I have them. And so I really do appreciate you guys sticking around to watch the full length video of just me reviewing a walkthrough of my kayak. I really do appreciate it. And so anyway, hope to see you guys out on the water. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. You can find me at Cameron Smith Fishing or just Cameron Smith. And on Instagram, I am Real Cam Smith. So anyway, appreciate y'all's time and have a blessed one.